Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's video. Today is Tuesday, and today we will be talking about something that is very interesting for a lot of people. This is not something that beginners would need to use immediately, but this is something that you would need to know in case you want to actually customize your site so that it looks as you would like it on a smaller screen devices. Some of the elements and the blocks, the pre-made blocks that we have, they look good on bigger screens, but sometimes when you push it to a smaller screen, they will look pushed together and it wouldn't look very nice. So for this one, we have functions where you can actually hide some elements and hide the blocks on the page so that it is visible on big screens, but it is not visible on small screens. And this is what I want to get into today, and I want to show you how this could be done. So in case you're joining us now, please let me know your name, or just type in the comments, hello, I'm watching from here, and then I will be able to come on live and then mention your name, say hello to you as well. And yeah, we will start very shortly with our teachings today. This is a topic that not a lot of people requested, but a lot of people don't even know that they will need this maybe in the future. So actually, the story about why am I doing this today is I was helping out a customer who is awesome, and I was helping him build his, or actually gave him instructions on how to make his site a bit better. And he came to me and asked on what he can do to actually make his site even better. And the first thing I said, optimize it for mobile and actually hide the header navigation or the navigation bar that you have, and for mobile devices just create a different one. I will exactly show you why I said that and what we can actually do about it. So let me just say hello to everybody that is watching us. So I have Ilya is here with the stars in his eyes. I have Christine as always. Hi, Christine. Good to have you here again. Kisha is watching us. She is from Northern California. So in case you are here watching us, please let us know that you are here and that you're watching. Um, I have a question from Rick. Can I watch this on YouTube? My Facebook Live always gives me fits. Of course. So Rick, in case you just head over to YouTube, let me just show you. I will do it with you. So click on YouTube or just head over to YouTube and search for Groove Digital. If you type it in here, Groove Digital, the channel will pop up, and the first video that should come on is the one that is live. So if you click on it, you will be able to watch it on YouTube as well. So some people prefer YouTube, some people prefer Facebook. It is the very similar, but yeah, you can follow us and wherever you are. So yes, please guys, jump in and say hello, and we will start shortly with our teachings. This should be a very short video. I don't plan to do it for an hour, so in case you don't have that much time, I am planning to finish this one in 30 or 45 minutes max. Yeah, so Christine shared the YouTube link. In case you're on Facebook and you want to just jump into YouTube, you can just click on this link very easily. I have another Facebook user saying, hello, David. I'm sorry I cannot see who you are. I would ask you, please, if you could just please head over to streamyard.com/Facebook. This would allow me actually to see your details and then your profile image, so I can reply to you. And also to your questions in case you're asking them later on. I have Eldon is joining in from New Zealand, and yes, so basically Christine shared out the link that you would need to just click streamyard.com/Facebook. In case you didn't approve it yet, you can just easily head over there. So let me just start with the teachings, and I will hide this one over here. So, as I mentioned previously, in case you joined us now, I was helping today actually James, who is now here. This just went live. Yes. So, James has an awesome site which is created in GroovePages. It is tourguidescotland.com. And this is James over here on the images. And I was helping him with getting his site looking nice. And he asked me today, David, could you tell me what I still need to do with my site? And the first thing I just did is clicked like this and then popped it back. Immediately I saw that the menu is not looking very pretty on a mobile view, and not only the navigation bar, but also the footer. So I will be showing you guys how to actually manage this one. Once we are over here in a bigger view, it is looking pretty nice with these drop down menus. You can choose different pages, and also the navigation bar on the top of the page. It looks pretty nice with the drop down, so you can choose different pages that you want to go to. However, once you go into mobile view, it is not looking very pretty, and this is what I want to show you how to work with those. um, what also happened is that there was a video I did related to the same exact topic previously in May. I had Brian, who is Brian Nate. He asked about how to edit a template, so I created this video. I will link in to the chat and to the comments so that you can actually have a look at it. Um, I will actually share this one now so that you can bookmark it or watch it later on. It will be pretty similar to what we will be working on today. It will be just on a topic of editing different parts of the page. So this is the link if you want to watch it later on. For now, you can just follow what we will be doing. So today I will show you exactly how to hide certain parts and blocks and elements on a page that we created yesterday. In case you were on my, in case you came to my video live build yesterday, we created this site together, and then once we preview it in a mobile view, it is not looking the best. So for example, this part is okay, we can just leave it, but this part is just all jumbled up. So what I will be showing you is how to actually hide this one. I will be not touching it on a bigger screen because it is looking pretty nice over here, but on a smaller device over here, and then on mobile view, I will just want to remove it. You can also redo it so that it is stacked up on top of each other, but this view like that is not looking good. So I will just remove it on these two devices. And then also I will show you how to fix the issues in case you are having something like this, problems with the navigation or the footer. So this is what I imagined today you will be learning. So in case this is something that is very interesting for you, please let me know in the comments. This is awesome, or yeah, I wanted to learn this one. I just want to see if you came to a situation where you had to remove something from your site where it looked good on a desktop device or on a bigger screen, but on a mobile view it looked horrible. So this is something I think a lot of advanced users who already built out their sites will probably need to use when they are optimizing their mobile views and the smaller screen views. So yes, this is why I'm showing it today. um okay, so I have Marat saying awesome. I have Gary Lynn Baker saying awesome as well. Eldon is saying really needed, wanting this, awesome. Prakash says very good. So this is, you can see that this is something that not a lot of people know that they need, but they actually need it. So this is what I want you to have even before you get to that stage. So let me just jump in and then actually start with the header. As the problem James is having over here, I will try to recreate it very similarly on our site that we built out yesterday. So I will just pull in a new block and try to recreate the navigation bar that James has. He used this block over here where the logo is in the middle, and then he has different pages on the side. I created just blank pages. These 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I just created these for the testing purpose so that we have pages to work with on both of the sides. So I will be going in and styling it a bit. I will first make sure that we are working with a block. So once you click on the header somewhere, you need to make sure that you come up with one, so that you come to the part where you see the star actually over here. You also want to make sure that in the bottom menu, in this breadcrumbs menu, you see the block, and then also over here the block. So once you see the block, this is where you can actually start working with everything. First, I will just put a background color so that we can differentiate the two menus. And over here, we need to also work with the container. So we'll put a container color, and I will just quickly change the color so that we know we are working with one of the menus and not with the other ones. Okay, so that is it. I will also just change over the logo so that we have a pretty similar looking site. And then 20 pixels. Okay, so this is something that James had on his site, where he has a logo in the middle, and then he has pages and basically menu where he has a drop down section and everything. It is looking pretty nice on a bigger screen, but on a smaller screen it is not very pretty. What you can see here, the logo is very small, and then this is very close together, and then over here these options are not very nice. What would look nicer is this layout that shows up very nicely and neatly here. So um, a big logo, and on the side just a small menu bar where it actually gives you the options to choose from. So what I want to do on a smaller device, I want to hide this blue bar, this blue navigation bar, but on bigger screens I want to actually hide the white navigation bar. So let's do this one together. What we have is, on the big screens over here, this is the responsiveness menu. Once you click on it one more time, you will see that there will be only one device selected. This means that we will be only editing this one exact device. So when we are on the big screen, I want to leave this menu over here, which is not showing up for some reason. Let me just go back and then go back in. For some reason, it didn't show up. Okay, so we have the menu here. I will just quickly recreate it, because even though it said saved, it was not saved. I'll just leave it like this. I'll just change the background color. Okay. Okay, bam. And this one as well. Background blue, and then over here as well, background blue. Good. So I want to leave this one on the big screens, but I want to remove this one from the big screen. So I double click or one click one time, just so that I edit this device. And then I want to make sure my whole block is hidden. So I will delete, or I will hide this white part, the whole block. So the block, as I mentioned previously, when you see a star over here, and it mentions over here on the top that this is the block. So we come to the layout, and then instead of display, we just click on none. You will see that immediately this section over here became transparent. This is now hidden from the desktop. Once we go to a smaller screen, which is a laptop view, it is still hidden, but we can also just click none, and then this will be also hidden. Okay, on this screen I still want to have it, so, or still want to hide it, and then I will just click none again. And then on these two devices I want to leave the white menu but hide the blue menu. So I will come over here, just select the blue menu like that, and then come to a smaller device, and then just click layout, display none. Okay, now you see this became transparent, and then on the vertical tablet view it is also showing none. So now when you set it up correctly, you still need to go back and then check on each of the devices if it is set up correctly. We hide it on some devices, but on some devices we still need to click, okay, show actually on this device. So here, as you see, in this device, I actually want this one to show and then not this one. So it is hidden on both now, but I can just easily click a display or actually block, and now it is showing up. So here it will be also showing up, and then on this one it is also showing up. But when we come over here, we clicked none, and we set up on these two devices that it is showing none. Let's just make sure that this device, this header or this navigation bar is also set up correctly. So on the small device, I want it to show. On a vertical tablet view, I want it to show, but over here, I don't want it to show anymore. As well here, it is actually none, and then over here, it's actually none as well. So let me just save it, and then let's publish this page so we actually see what happened. Okay. Let me just publish it. Okay, content saved. It is still being published. Eric is saying totally cool, David Lemon. Yeah, it is pretty important for when you created your site and you want it to look good on different devices. So let me just come over here to incognito window. Hopefully we'll see it immediately. Okay, so as you remember, we hide the white menu on a desktop device, but we show it on a mobile device. So let's just test this out. So I have now a mobile device. You can see over here, it is very small. It is not going any further. We have a nice header with a clickable menu, which is looking pretty cool. And then here, the button. When we scroll it up to a bigger one, this is an actual vertical tablet view. But when we go a bit further, it immediately changes to the blue one where it's set up that we want to show with the blue part, blue navigation bar on a bigger screens. So it is looking pretty good. What you would need to do is actually style it so when people do this one, that there is not a lot of difference from when they are looking on mobile and when they're looking on desktop. So what you would need to do is basically set up the colors to be the same, the fonts to be the same on both of these navigation bars, so that there is no difference when they are resizing the devices. This would make you look professional. That would make your site look more trustworthy and design better. Now mine one is looking pretty ugly with the blue and the red and everything, but I was just showing you that the functions of hiding and showing the same block or the same element on the page. Okay, so we got that part. Now I want to just hide this one on the smaller devices. I don't like how it looks like on a mobile view. On this one, it is looking okay. I will leave it on this one, but I don't want it on mobile view. So as you remember, we would just need to select it. I usually like to play with a selector when I'm in the big screen view, so on a desktop view. So I need to make sure that I'm in the block section. So I went one up until I see the star over here, and then this means that I'm in the block section. So on this device, and this device, and this device, and this device, I want to leave it. I want to leave this red part, but only on this device I want it to be hidden. Okay, so I will click one more time on the mobile, so only the mobile is red, is highlighted, and I will just click to the layout and choose none. So now you see we are in a mobile view, and over here the whole block is hidden. So once we publish it, there will be this section with the contact form, and then immediately the headline right here and this part over here. So this will be skipped on a mobile view. On each of the other views, it will be seen, but we just need to make sure everything is set up correctly. So let's just click over here, and it is also set up as none. So we just need to make sure that it is showing as a block, and then over here and over here as well, and only here is hidden. So even though you set up on one device none, please make sure in other devices if it is set up correctly. Otherwise it could make some issues, and your site could look differently than what you want it to look like. So let's just save this one and let's just see how it looks like. Okay, so content saved, let's publish it. I don't know why I do this. Usually you don't have to save and then publish. You can just hit the publish button. It will save and then publish your site. But it's just something that it's that I do, which is doesn't make sense. But yeah. Perfect. So open link in incognito window and let's just test it out. So on the desktop view, it is actually looking pretty cool. And then on the bigger device as well, but once we scroll it or actually make it mobile view, you can see that there is the form, and then on a mobile view it just disappears because it is not looking good, and we don't want to show it if it is not looking good. This was mentioned in the video that I linked out. There was a problem with a pre-made template. The template had a text, image, and then image, text showing up because it was a layout on a desktop. Image, text, and then text, image, and then it was not, the software didn't know that there are different elements on it, so we hid a whole block, a whole container, and then showed it differently so that on mobile and tablet view it was image, text, image, text, image, text, and not image, text, text, image, image, text. It is not a big problem, but it is a it is a good to have. So this is why I'm showing you these options. The similar type of thing is when you are working with a footer. So footer menu, I don't suggest, I will go back to James's site, which he has over here, Tour Guide Scotland. So James on his site has a footer menu with all these links. In the footer, I don't suggest you guys to have so many links over here. There are some big companies that are putting up links, like huge sections like Amazon or other companies that they put huge blocks of content, like different links in a couple of rows. But once you have a site like this one and you already have the same menu up here, you don't have to put it again in the footer. This is a could but not should. So yeah, in the footer I would leave only maybe the contact us, the news and events, and maybe some legal pages, but everything else from here, these menus, I would move. This is what I would do. This is making the site and the footer more clean, more professional, and on point. So this is what I wanted to achieve over here. Everything that I was putting actually in the site that I created fully, and then I give out a template for it over here. I didn't actually use a footer to display all these things, but I used a section like this. So I put the useful links over here, but only left the copyright over here. So in case you don't have a lot of links, like legal pages, or you don't want a whole menu on the bottom, you don't have to create a whole footer on it. You can just put a simple text at the bottom of the page, and then link or put your links in a section like this. It is looking more professional, more clean, and more usable. So let me just go back to the site, and I will create a footer that I will also manage and then sort out so that it looks more professional on the mobile view. I'm not saying that James's site is not looking professional. It's just that it is offering too much information, and then when we are looking in a small view, it is actually these menus are not usable. It is just too much information at the same time. So what I do suggest for footers is you can use pre-made footers from the blocks section. They are lined up over here. something like this one, like this. So you have a lot of pages. However, I don't suggest you to have uh, pages like these, for example, from here. Um, with the drop down, it would make your site look very crowded here at the bottom, you see. So now from a small footer, it created a huge footer with different drop down elements and things like this. To keep your footer and the end of your site clean, I would suggest you to do this the following. So you would click on the navigation, and then in the configure, you would choose the pages to exclude. So it is only showing you the top pages. It's not showing you the bottom ones, the sub pages. It is showing you only the main pages. So I would probably hide these, and maybe this one as well, update, and then only put in external links. Like I put in 3 links, which will be for legal pages or a contact us page or things like this. You can set up your page from here as well. So for example, I want this to be legal or privacy policy page, and then you can just select the page and then select the actual page that you have your privacy policy written out. Let's just say that I have it on the page 5, and then open a new tab, for example. So this is what I would suggest for a footer. But in case you do still want to have a big footer like this one shown on bigger screens, and only on small screen you want to have the footer with 3 links, for example, for privacy policy, for contact us, and for news and events, then you could easily do this one. So you duplicate your footer. You see, now we have 2 of them. And then we will do the same thing what we created with the header, with the navigation menu. One would be hidden. Let me just change some colors around so we can differentiate it. So over here, this one would be used for the big screens. And then over here, I would use this one for the smaller screens. So this is the same procedure as what I showed. It is just repetition so that you can remember. So the red one will be for these 3, actually these 3 over here. And then the 2, the vertical tablet and the mobile view would get the white or the grayish looking footer. So let me just set this up. So over here, I want to leave it on these 3, but when I come over here to the small one, I want to actually remove the red part, the red footer. So I have now clicked the whole block, and I know that I'm in the block because it says it here. We have the star over here in this menu, and it even says it here that we are in the block section. So it's very important that you hide the block and not the container, because if you hide only the container, the block, the red part would still be showing up, and it would make your site look very ugly. So now we are in the block layout, and then we want to choose none. Okay, so on the, I made a mistake. Now we will need to put it back over here. I didn't choose only the tablet view, so we will just be putting it here in block like that, and then over here in the mobile view we leave it on none. Okay, so the white, the grayish looking footer, I want it to show on mobile. I want it to show on the vertical, but I don't want to be shown it to show on this horizontal tablet, laptop, and then a desktop view. So I will click on it until I see the star over here. Make sure that I'm in the block section. Click on the layout, click none over here as well. Make sure that it is in none, here as well, none. And then I will just check the first 2 devices. Okay, so it is showing properly, but here it is actually hidden, and then the other one is showing. So we can save it. Again, I could have just published it, but yeah, this is just once you get used to working one way, it is hard to just learn relearn it differently. Anyway, we'll publish this page in a moment, and then um, I will be showing you the answers to the questions from the comments. So in case you have any comments or any questions, please pop them in there. In regards to hiding the blocks, in regards to mobile responsiveness, I will be taking all these questions and answering them for you. So in the incognito window, you can see that we have this setup, and this is still showing. And over here, we don't have the white footer, we have the red one. However, once we pop this one back, you can see that here we have the white header. We don't have that red section, and then we shouldn't have the red footer. Yeah, perfect. So this is what we wanted, and this is what we set up. So everything that was red was on big screens. Everything that is on small screens is white. And as you can see, once we increase it to a horizontal tablet view, it immediately pops back, and then we can see the difference. This one only has 3 links, so one you can set up for contact us, events and news, and the other one could be your legal pages like privacy policy, terms and conditions, and things like this. And then in the bigger device view, you can leave these drop down menus. It will look nice. It will not make trouble on your pages. So this is what I would suggest you to play with these hide and show different blocks. You can do different sections, you can do different elements as well. So you click on this block only. I don't want this one to be shown on mobile. You can set it up pretty easily using the same knowledge that you learned now. You just need to set it up on one to not show, and then make sure that the rest is also set up to be shown, because if you don't check it, it could end up the software could decide on its own, okay, on this one I will, this one I don't. But you need to make sure that you actually set it up how you would like it to look like. Okay, so this is it. I finished with what I wanted to show you guys. As I said, 30 minutes. This was quick. And let me just take the comments now. Let me just see if we have um, anything that is related to this one. Okay. I see that Christine was already answering a couple of questions here. Thank you very much for that one, Christine. And question from Eric: how do I create the mobile menu? So in case you would like to actually edit the mobile menu, you would just come over here and then see where your pages are shown. For example, you see that this is the blue one is hidden. This is the desktop and the big screen menu. But for the small screen menu, you can actually click it and then configure which pages to exclude, which pages to show using these external links menus. And this is how you set it up. You can also click on this icon and change different icon. For example, if you want it to be like this one and then be in a different color, for example, let's use the same red, you can just click update, and then it will be actually giving you the options to change the menu. So once this icon is clicked, then the menu, the mobile menu, will be revealed. In case you want to edit the logo, it is pretty similar to the desktop. You click on the logo and you change the size, you change the width, you change basically whatever you would like to do with it. Also with the text, because once you have a mobile menu and you edit it on only on the device that you want it to change. For example, I can change the text size for this one, so I like it this small or this big. Then I can click on the other one, then set it up differently. Or this one, I want it to be in a different color, so I want it to be in a red color. It is actually not showing up properly. This is a bug. It must be a bug because I was playing with it earlier and it was actually working fine. But yeah, this is how you would go into it, and this is how you could manage the different styles. So you have the once you choose the whole navigation menu, you can edit all at the same time with a different text sizing option. Here you can actually set up all the colors at the same time, and you can put it in the middle. You can size it using the spacing option. So let's say inner padding. This is how to make your menu size like that, and then you can come in, click on these elements, and then just size them out properly. You can actually work with it as you want, and then this will be on these two devices. On the next devices it would not show, so you will have your other menu that will be showing. So this is pretty good strategy for actually editing your mobile menu. Okay. Pam, pam, pam. James is saying, I save and publish to the belt and braces approach. Yeah, correct. Awesome. Eldon saying, you're a saving perfectionist. I am. I really want to make sure that my site is saved, not messing around with it. If we want to use the menu instead of hide it, we should make another block and element the way we want and hide it from the other device we don't want on, meaning we have two of the same blocks, each for individual view. Yes, so if you want, you can create a separate menu for each of the devices. I want on one device so that the hamburger icon is on this side. On the other device, I want it to be on this side. This is just an example. You wouldn't probably do this one, but you can. If you want, you can have 5 different menus. So you just actually duplicate the block, and then you set up one to be shown only on laptop. You set up one to be shown only on a horizontal tablet view. You can set it up as you prefer. So this is for these headers. You can set up any other block that way. For example, if I don't like how this is looking like, for example, here with the text, here with the whole form, I just forgot how to say form. So I can just easily choose this container over here, this one, and just hide it on a smaller device. So I don't want it to be shown over here, so I will just hide it. I don't want it to show. So this text will be shown, and then it will immediately scroll down to this part over here. So you can hide different elements, sections from your different views. You can, on a mobile view, I don't usually put in forms. I just use a button, and then if somebody clicks that button, for example, I'm only editing this one over here, I will pull in a button and make sure that if this button is clicked, like here, when this button is clicked, then actually show up a pop-up form which will have the form in there. So this is what you can do. You will make sure that it is visible on here, but on other devices, while you are still on the button, you can just click on layout, and then you can just hide it. Very simple. You want to hide it on this one, on this one, on this one, but on mobile view, you want it to be shown. So this is, Jim, how you could actually do what you are saying. Pum, pum, pum. Rick is saying, too cool. Yeah. Can that all be removed from the footer without affecting the header? Yes, actually, in case you have a menu, you can just do different things with different menus. So for example, as you saw here, I didn't change the pages. Only here I changed the pages order and which one to show, which one to not show. So yeah, so different footers can be set up differently. Pum, pum, pum. Let's see. Are you finished with my site? I can try to do this as I follow along. Yes, James, thank you very much. This was just a case study. Guys, in case you are looking for a tour guide in Scotland, please come to the James's site over here. Have a look. He has awesome images. As you can see, his site was created using GroovePages, and he is awesome person that is also very active in our group. So yes, James, you can actually go on and work with the knowledge that you learned today. Keisha is saying, I learned something new today. Thank you. Eric is saying, David Lemon, awesome. Thanks for explaining that. Love it. with a bit of practice, this could become fairly simple. It could, yes. Thank you, David, for today's class. David Lemon, you are slowly making us into mobile first ninja experts. Yes, this is actually my my goal. I want everybody to have sites as you wish they would display on the mobile. So I don't want you to be, oh, but I don't know how to actually do this. So this is the most important when you're editing on mobile or on smaller screen. This is the most important video that you can watch on that part. So that's it, guys. I said I will be finishing up within 45 minutes or so, and this is the end of today's live stream. I want you to go out there and then finish your sites first on a desktop device, and then make sure you use this knowledge, what I showed you, to actually resize it on a smaller devices so they look pixel perfect, as exactly as you would like them to look like. With that said, thank you very much, guys. Please come tonight for the Tom Beal training. We will be having an awesome training with him about GroovePages, and yeah, you should definitely come to us, to that training. It will be live in the Facebook group, in the YouTube, on the YouTube channel at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then European time, it will be my time in Central European time. It will be at midnight. So come on there and then learn something with Tom Beal. That said, thank you very much for watching. See you guys in the Facebook group. Bye bye.